Welcome to another part of Mountain Bike Adrenaline. This time, we're going to be doing the Alps. So, about the Alps, it's better than the fucking mountains, that's for sure. But at the same time, not that much better. Because the grassy area, which is the main part of this, is actually fun and fine. The other area, the rocky part, sucks. We will have to deal with the rocky part eventually, but for the most part, we do mainly stay in the green area, which, when you're not in areas that are obviously going to get you stuck because the ground isn't, normal, it's all jagged and shit, it doesn't fuck the game up for you and it makes it more enjoyable. So first of all, the stopwatch stuff, which is just, getting through shit as fast as possible. Get through the rings as quickly as you can. Get some points, get the key, and get to the eggs as fast as you can, That sort of shit. And honestly, for me at least, it seems like as I go through this game, it gets easier and easier instead of harder and harder, because I feel like these start becoming smaller in length. Like right off the bat, this is shorter than the last part. By a good margin, considering the last part was like 40 fucking minutes, so it's like, what, just over 30 minutes? It's quite funny how quickly time just goes by with this one. And that's gonna be the same thing for the rest of these, I think. But yeah, this is the Alps. And as you can see, and as I said, it's a fine level. I like this little mountain area. It's not that visually pleasing. And also, it's only half the fucking stage. It's only half the map. So, the other half is shit, and I hate it because it's all rock. And we've seen how rock has handled with us with the last map. When you try to get on rock, try to, ride across that shit, it fucks you. Also, we now have, I believe, the next level of Hawaii, so we're getting some new levels now, which is good. Because in order to get new levels, you have to get a certain amount of completion, I believe. So, we've got enough to get the next level. Also, this music is fantastic, isn't it? Yeah, this is the rocky part. And as you can see, it's not good, because it just slows you down and you kind of fuck yourself over and you have to rely on really just tapping that power bar without losing too much. And there's a random chance of losing health from it too for no fucking reason and shit, I'm already at half health now. Jesus Christ, this one actually screwed me over quite a bit. Even though we're mainly on the green, the game does get really much more shittier with the health thing. Because it really is easy to damage yourself for no good reason. Like, you could just be going straight as, nothing's in your way, nothing's gonna stop you. And then you bump into nothing and the game takes out a quarter of your health. It's just rude. The game is fucking rude. Anyway, I was wrong about the keys thing. I believe that's later on. This is the item thing. So, speed for rings and speed to get to items. That's all Stopwatch is. To get things done as fast as possible. And, for the most part, it's not that bad. When you know how to handle this shit, it's not that bad at least. And, yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I really don't hate this. Like, okay, I hate getting through this part to get these last two, but I don't hate doing the collectible thing because getting collectibles is fun, and I enjoy that. And this game does have a good variety of collectibles, at least later on, with a good amount of stuff to it. It's just, there's a lot of shit that is very samey. They like to repeat a lot of the same shit. Sometimes I like to repeat the same pathing. And it's god-awful. And we're back on the rocks again. And this bit isn't too bad because the rock here is actually straight. But yeah, then afterwards, it's just like very bumpy shit you want to make jumps over, hopefully. This is why I said none of the maps are good. This is the best one. In my honest opinion, it is the best one. But it's still not good. It still has a lot of issues. And, yeah, so the challenges. The challenges really make this look worse, too. Because it really does feel like the same shit over and over again, and it also really feels like the game is just fucking you over a lot. It sucks. It genuinely sucks to get through this. And, yeah, here comes another one, which we start off here, and we have to go and, like, know where the fuck to go. Which, by the way, because the game isn't giving me the arrow now, and not letting me know where these rings are, luckily I keep, you know, cutting off the part where I keep looking through the flyby, but I have to keep looking at the fucking flyby a lot, because the game really makes these rings go in some nonsensical fucking directions that you wouldn't think to go to. Like, in this map, for instance, there are some rings that you would not fucking tell you have to go over to. Because the way it's directing you makes you think like you have to go somewhere else. No, you have to go up that way, and you have to go down this way afterwards. If you don't know where all the rings are, you won't figure it out that easily, and you're gonna get lost a lot trying to find these fucking rings. And that's the problem. If we had the mini-map still, like in the collectible objective, this wouldn't be that bad. We just look at the little fucking mini-map, and we see the next ring, the next ring, the next ring, and then we follow from there. But no. If you don't have the arrow, you can't tell where the fuck to go, and you end up getting lost, and you don't know where the fuck the rings are, because the way the rings are positioned, they make it so goddamn bad. They make it so bad to get through these sort of like fucking like ring races, because you can't tell where to go next. And your only last resort is to look at the flyby, in which you see just how jank the fucking pathing is in this game. I believe it gets worse later on, but yeah, like, it really shows here in the Alps how bad the rings are in their positioning for someone who doesn't have any kind of guidance and is trying to figure this shit out blindly. It's terrible. Instead of it being like, you know, a combo letter thing or whatever, or an actual ring stage where it's all obvious and set forward and straightforward, it's more like, say, Tony Hawk's Skate Letters, where it kind of has a line, but usually it's all over the place, and you gotta make a bit of a search to find that shit. Except here you have a timer, and you have to be fast enough to get all this shit, or else you lose, and don't get the gold or whatever. And you have to know right off the bat where they are, and you can't get them in any order. You have to get them one by one. So, you know, when it's like this, where I have an arrow, it's not that bad. I can tell where to go. But when I don't have an arrow, it fucks me. It fucks me. It fucks others. It's just a fucking problem. And this game has a lot more than just that as problems, but you can tell this is a big one, considering this is one of the free modes of the game, and the game really likes this fucking, like, ring racing shit in the stopwatch mode. So yeah, downhill is just crap, usually, and cross-country is fine. It's just an average collectible thing. I have no problem with cross-country. So yeah, stopwatch is a really crap mode, honestly, but it's in the middle when it comes to challenge. This, however, challenge mode really lives up to its fucking name because it certainly is a fucking challenge. I'm gonna change riders too. Let's see. I should change helmets and not change riders. As you can see, my helmet is, I guess American now. I have like a red, blue, and white thing. I mean, red, white, and blue thing going on, I think. I don't know. I don't care. As you see from the stats suck the other racer I got right now. Fuck the other rider for now. Here comes challenge mode, in which we could do in some really obnoxious shit that's not fun. Oh yes, and freedom mode, as it's showing there. It's basically just free ride. That's it. It's free skate. It's just, you go and explore the map that you were fucking riding in constantly in free modes already. Which you don't have to do, and it's kind of a shit fucking reward, because you have to get quite close to 100% in order to unlock it. So, yeah. By the way, challenge mode in the Alps really shows how much of a dickhead this fucking game's gonna be in this mode. Because it's gonna give you a lot of narrow fucking moments. And it's giving you a lot of rocks too to deal with. So, you're not only gonna be dealing with a lot of stucking problems and, you know, fucking speed issues, but also really obnoxious balancing issues that you can barely tell how, you know, you're going with that. And it's awkward ass to control on too. Oh, and also the very, very fucking, like, extreme cornering with that shit, where you either have to stop and make, like, a diagonal jump in order to line yourself up to that next fucking line to, like, a 90-degree angle in order to actually ride across and not fall off. Also, gravity cheater. That's the highest jump thing you can get. It's not that hard to get, but it can damage you. And it's also something you want to achieve every jump if you can when it comes to this fucking bit. Because all you have to do is get a big amount of jump to win. And when you got gravity cheater going on, you basically have a winning fucking run if you can get like 2 of those. Like 1 or 2 of those, and you are like set for the most part. And now we have this thing, which is telling us how to do tricks and shit. And it starts off giving you this, the 90 right-left, which is honestly kind of confusing to figure out until you realize the way the game wants to do it is make a bit of a jump and then just turn, you know, 90 degrees left and then right, or right and then left. And you got little wheeling, which is just a wheelie, which is, you know, easy. It's 4 seconds you have to hold on for. I think that's enough in 4 seconds. Yeah, there you go, 6 seconds. Full trick, no fault, just triangle. You know, simple as. The tricks are awkward to pull off because sometimes they don't actually work. And also, there's half and then there's full. In order to get full, you have to do the full animation of the trick. It can't be cut off. See? A little awkward to figure out. Requires a big jump. And there's Vertigo 270, which you just have to make a bit of a good jump and then do a 270 spin. Or just do a 360 for madness. And then there's speed, which is just, you know, go fast. That's your last one here. Yeah, speed is just, you know, you go fast and you get points for being fast. Which I like. It's a nice incentive for being speedy. But, yeah, it's not that rewarding in point-wise. Jumps are more rewarding than anything. And speaking of jumps, here's some jumps for you. Keep your speed going as best you can and get that gravity cheater there. Then move on forward, go for this jump, but be careful not to jump and go too far on the speed thing. Because while the point of this is to go as fast as you can and jump as high as you can for the biggest amount of points, there are parts where the ring is too fucking, you know, low for you to make that, you know, connection. Which means that if you make a high enough jump, you might jump over the ring and you have to go back and make a smaller jump in order to get the ring. Even the rings here in the jumping challenges can be bad, and it's not here yet, but later on at the Alps, we'll get another jump challenge, and it is bad of that, at the very end at least. It comes another dexterity challenge, which is more planks. This one isn't that bad though, because all these planks are straightforward, and it's all just, you know, really simple to deal with. You see, you can kind of figure out, like, what's going for, and it's not too extreme on the turns. So, and also it's very small. It's a very small, compact area, so this is fine for the most part. Right, so next up, with more than half of that done, it's now time for Jumps 3, which I believe is the jumping one with the low fucking ring that caused some issues. But first, make some good jumps here, then get stuck and you can't do shit, so just make a little jump for that one, because you can't make a big jump on that one at all. You can kind of there with that monster jump, and then you go for this, and there you go. Monster jumps are a big thing for you to get if you want to win these for gold. You have to make either monster or gravity cheater jumps quite a bit in order to get this one. Like for golds at least in every jump challenge. Also that tree got in the way, but still counts as a monster jump. Now where's the ring, you might be asking? I don't fucking see it! It's not that noticeable, is it? You see, this is one of the problems with the game, where it wants you to go find a fucking ring or whatever, but it doesn't tell you where it is, and you have to go find it, and you get confused and lost, and it just fucks you, because it's just like, where the fuck do I go? And then eventually I do see it, and it's very out of the way after the jump we just did. Like, it doesn't line up. See, it's right there, but the jump we just did is way over to the left side, so you wouldn't fucking see that now, would ya? I got on the last second though. So I got me that sweet score and that good gold. Oh, thank God. Okay, wheelie time, which is just bitch mode. That's all it is. And also the Grand Canyon is now unlocked, which means we have now unlocked every level in the game. Yes, we've now unlocked the rest of the game essentially. Also, the score counter is just weird. It doesn't count normally. It has this blur thing to it where, that's this fade thing I mean, where it always just fades the numbers in. Which means that first number there, you know, the ones, doesn't exist now. And the fucking, you know, the points there, the fucking decimal points there, they get fucked too. They like to blink about a lot. And the rest just kind of fade about. It's just awkward. It doesn't work right. I don't know why I designed it to be this way, because it really just makes it like it's all glitching out. Oh, by the way, I got more than enough points. Way more than enough points. Alright, here we go. This is the jump one. This is the last one for this mode. And as you will see, the last jump is going to be a pain in the ass. It's just terrible. First jump you want to get a gravity cheater on. Next jump is kind of the same deal. Or monster jump maybe. Gravity cheater I believe is 20 yards too. So, yeah, make a good jump there. But yeah, everything is going fine and dandy. I'm getting a lot of good points. I'm making the jumps. I'm, you know, getting close to 100 now. And then we get to this jump. Yeah, I jumped right over it because I jumped too high. Even though the point of this challenge is to jump as high and far as you can. I don't get it. I don't know why they didn't bother there. But then again, I don't think they play test this game much. If ever. It's just not good. It's just not fucking good. But you know what? We've now done the hard one. Now it's time for the easy one, which is just arcade, which is just score. And we also got a new bike, by the way, so might as well go check that out right now. I believe this new bike will be using too, hopefully. Let's check it out. Also, you know, there's this other rider. I'll be using that rider, I guess. Yeah, here's the new bike. Will I be using it? Honestly, no. However, I will be using this rider for recovery. And the reason why is because it's not about speed in this one. It's not about, you know, getting through shit fast. It's just about score. It's about score and score management. So, considering doing jumps can potentially hurt me badly for no good discernible reason, I'm gonna need that recovery so I can take less damage. You know? I could have more fucking health at least. So yeah. This one's just getting the points. And for the most part, it starts off the usual bullshit. Except this time it's a lot more awkward. I don't know a good spot yet for exploiting the jump thing. And then I find it. Except I don't really find it because these rocks still get in my way, and they kind of prevent me from jumping far. You can kind of see that I'm not getting the distance from that. But then I back off and do this, and now we're getting somewhere. So yeah, I gotta back up twice for this. And as you can see, it's doing me a lot of favors because it's helping me get a big amount of score out of this. This respawn trick here, or exploit really, is just dumb. I'm pretty sure the developers did not intend for you to be able to just exploit it like this. But they did. Because I don't think they playtested this bit at all. And so didn't notice the fucking fact that most players are going to, you know, do this for every arcade challenge.
Time out.
And yeah, I got well enough points. I got over 5,000 of the requirement needed. That's how exploitable this is. And it comes next free arcade, which is Sun in the Mountains, which I want off from because it sucks. You can sort of get a good spot here, like right there, but as you can tell, it does kind of damage me still. So it's not that good. Unless I respawn before I land. Which I'm 100% certain the developers did not fucking intend for you to do. This is just stupid. Like, I should not be able to fucking do this. I really should not be able to just exploit the game that badly. But the game lets me.
Extra credit.
And I'm nearly dead now. So now I'm trying my best to ride as safely as possible to see if I can grab any more collectibles. I'm literally on the inch of all of it. It's just... I didn't need any of these power-ups either, really. You don't even need any of the power-ups, except maybe time increase in order to give yourself like about 5-10 seconds extra time. But you don't really need that either. You really don't, because for the most part, if you do this exploit, it makes it too easy. And now we got this shit. Which, here's another spot you can exploit. Like, I'm not doing it right now, but later on I will, because that's a spot you can exploit too. But yeah, I get the speed boost here, and it does help me make some big jumps, though I get stuck in fucking bushes. You can get stuck in a lot of shit in this game. Like, not just the rocks, the trees, the fucking bushes, fences. You can get stuck on just random parts of the ground. It's bad. This game is just... Also, this music. Why is someone just shouting bomb? Extra credit. The music just... it's weird. I mean, to be honest, the music is probably the best part about this game. Because sometimes it's actually good, it's actually fine, I don't hate it, and I can enjoy some of the songs in this game. It's just that a good amount of the songs in this game, many of the ones with lyrics, are just like dumb. It's really silly to hear. This is not music I would listen to when I'm going mountain biking. I don't know if you would even listen to this music in any reasoning. Like, this isn't something that pumps me up or gets me excited for biking. It's just nonsense I would laugh at, which would get rid of my concentration, essentially, and cause me to fall off my ass. So, you know, again, there are some good songs in this fucking soundtrack, which is hard to rip off, by the way, because the files in this game are weird. The engine this game was made in, I really don't know what it is, but it's crap. I'm guessing it's this Metro 3D thing they show at the beginning, you know, of all the logos and shit. But I don't think it was ever used outside of this game, and I think the other Solomon game. I think it was only used in Solomon games, and it's not good. It's really not fucking good. Anyway, I got the points I needed, so I went ahead and tried to grab the item, which is glowing red, by the way. Just thought I'd show you that. You know? That's the ring, by the way. That ring is locked, and you'll know it's locked by the redness. So I have to put the yellow key first to unlock the ring, which will then turn it from red to green, in which then I can move on and get it. And by the way, when we get into the extreme Alps, honestly, the extreme Alps are easier, like the extreme versions of this bullshit, the getting the key and getting to the ring stuff, where you have to do 2 at a time. That shit's easier than the ones we just did here. And you'll see why. Because Expert Trick and Run, that's the name of it, Expert Trick and Run is dumb. And by the way, they have a ramp here, which, this is what you can exploit. Yeah, right up to it, and as soon as you jump, respawn. You always get monster jumps out of it. You can even get gravity cheaters out of it. It's the most exploitable fucking thing you can do. Just abusing the jump shit in order to get a shit ton of points. I'm shocked. Like, fucking seriously, I'm shocked. The game just... Why? Anyway, there's the exit. And there's the, there's another thing right next to the exit. Which, by the way, this hill will not allow me to get up normally. But yeah, the key is around to the other side to go down there. And yeah, the exit's just right next to this. This is why it's easier, because they're putting this shit very close together now. In fact, in the next one, this next one, they put it the closest together they've ever put any of these keys and rings together. They make this too easy at this point. It's honestly kind of embarrassing. So, the ring is right here at the start. Then we're gonna go, like here's right there at the start, then let's go and get the ring. Which is right there. You can see it off in the distance in the green. And you can also see the fucking exit. So where's the key? It's over there. The exits are very close to each other, so you're basically going back and forth, and it's just really simple. It's honestly just sad how close together all this shit is. And yeah, I'm gonna be exploiting this too. So yeah, that was the Alps, everybody. And even though I think it's the best of all 4 maps, it's still not good.
Extra credit.
It still has a lot of issues. The fucking fence gets in my way, and then I get stuck because of the fence. Because you can't go up that hill, like uphill very well. Even though you should be able to, the game just won't let you. And yeah, there you go. With all goals, that's the Alps done. So, we now have Hawaii and the Grand Canyon unlocked because we've done all of this shit. So, yeah, next time we're doing Hawaii, and we could just change map we wanted to, but we're exiting because we're going to be doing it from Stopwatch to Challenge to this shit, as usual next time. So yeah, thanks for watching, I'll see you all next time for when we begin Hawaii. See you then, everybody.